see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Auburn's offense comes onto the field first today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Still running at the 40. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. And don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Dallas. Snagged out of the air. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncovered.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that 1st down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this 1st. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's caught. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! Let me tell you, that opening script was a masterpiece. Send that baby to Hollywood, and it's a blockbuster.
I think so. And A-listers all over the field for this offense. You saw some of the playmakers they've got and the speed. Great job going out and executing on that opening drive.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Gibbs. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Aggies offense will try to get something going with their first possession. changing the route. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his target down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And the Aggies headed quickly to the line. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. To the ground, he's got it again. At the 45, on his way. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Working the big fella downfield and outside. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Cortez. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Sings it complete to the right. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Quarterback making checks. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Back's looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
The give. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Aggie.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Quick strike complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Just going to keep it after the snap.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Looking for a man. It's Dallas. Fires one high and deep.
Bro, jump for the fucking ball.
And he cruises
Perfect
his way to
position.
the house. Touchdown, Tiger. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
You know, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something, take it out.
He'll bring it out. It's Gibbs. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. And that one's incomplete.
Wide
Taking
open
a shot there, but couldn't hook
bullshit,
up.
dog.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. This time on target. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. And the Aggies are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Quickly complete. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot. Get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
The Aggies can really attack on this second and short. Creates a little room. Turning it on. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And the Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. To the air on first down. He'll take a shot. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Quarterback making adjustments. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Right on the money. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And after yet another third down conversion, they've got it first and goal. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Aggies! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
The give out of the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
He makes the grab. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They boot it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Breaks away on the left. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand-new game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to LSU. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Motion from the wideout. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The 12th man, Gordon, standing out the way. They are bringing the heat on third down. Back to pass, it's Dallas. It's complete to the left. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. Early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
Got his man down the middle. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be his 2nd time they've had to kick it away. All the way back to the 15. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
And it's incomplete.
What the fuck
taking
are you
a
doing?
shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Looking for a man, it's Dallas. Fires to the middle. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Red pass, it's complete. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. Auburn lines up quickly.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
They'll run it. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll pull it on the read. Runs through a tackle. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
You know, the problem with calling option is that you can't limit the hits on your quarterback, and he got absolutely leveled by the defender on that one. Now you got to wonder how many more times this coordinator wants to call that play.
They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Tigers have pushed it inside the 20. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. They put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Leaves it with the running back. Can't get him to the ground. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. 3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Back to throw, it's Dallas. He's got him in the flat. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, and made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Touchdown, Auburn! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen
these
here.
niggas average
Great job by
stuff.
the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage.
Let's get
accurate
defense
throw.
3.
They get the
They just
extra
let him
point.
beat
This
him.
thing is all knotted up.
On the move from inside his spot. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the
I need that
drive
nigga to
coming
drop
from the
down.
24. Wants to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time he's got it. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Rushes on him. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Aggies come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass.
Bro, what the fuck, dog?
The pass will bring up 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Looking for a push on 4th down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs. Clock is wound down, just over 20 seconds to go before the break. They'll have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man on the outside. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw, it's Dallas. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the air on 1st down. Snags it over the middle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the 2nd half. Coming out with it, it's Gibbs. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Parker? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot.
Oh, he's got some swing. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys.
And the defense got him at the 27.
Well, the offense tried to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun to give to the back. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. He'll take it on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So here comes the Auburn offense. Give to the back. Finding open areas. Racing down the left side.
Oh, get the fuck out of here, guy.
Touchdown, Tigers. And that one will put them up here in the second half. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Gibbs. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab over the middle. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Right down the middle. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got his man on the right. Runs through the tackle. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up the 1st down. They go to the ground. There he goes. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Back to pass. Got his man. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's it, 5. Working the middle. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
He's got his man, makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Here's a heat. Got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. Setting up for the extra point and the time. They get the score and maybe a little extra time with the trainers in recovery after the game as a result of that hit.
He's going to be taking an ice bath after this game. This is a physical defense, and this quarterback knew coming into this game he was going to have to make plays like that. He knew he was going to get hit. He knew he was going to get punished, but you're just seeing so much maturity. So impressive watching this quarterback play from the pocket.
Handoff from the gun. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quick completion to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast. And they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Finds his man. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Wants to bring it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Texans... Offense goes back to work. They evened things up the last time they had it. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Fighting off the defender. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's got it again. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. They'll go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Making side adjustments here. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. From the gun, running back on the move.
Sneaking in black
and
shit.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
What you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got him there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice.
Touchdown, Aggie. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them when they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the RPO, complete. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Pulls and fires complete. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. And some room to work. Turning it on. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Leaves it with the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Running into the open space. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. In the backfield, he's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read.
Trying to get it in.
Why would you go outside?
Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. He'll bring it out. It's Gibbs. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. He has the first and still on his feet. There he goes. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. And the Aggies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Breaks into the open. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
Here's the handoff. Plows through the defense. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Power football with the run. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Might as well give it to him again. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
All right, 4th and short. You need a field goal to take the lead. There's less than a minute left right now. I don't think you get aggressive here on 4th down. Just kick the field goal to give yourself a chance to win this game.
The offense changing the play. On 4th down, they'll throw for
I
it.
pressed the wrong
They
button.
can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
I pressed the wrong button because I thought I was going to run it back.
And they're trying to rattle their eardrums. Listen to this crowd. Hauls it in.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally with the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain, no first down.
From the gun, the running back has it. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. Off the boot, looking for his man. On the move, he fires. Got him downfield. They bring him down.
That nigga ran right by that nigga, guys.
And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The give on the inside. Nice move to keep running. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Touchdown, Auburn! And they've moved up front here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Trying to make magic with
Oh
his
my
feet.
God. You got to be
It's so
faster
nice
than
to
that.
have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Hit as he throws. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. looking to throw on first down. Outside the pocket.
Bro, man, get the fuck out of here, dog.
Double coverage, and it's picked off. Taking it the other way. At the 30. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from the defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to
Right. Nigga, they fuck me, dog.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David. You know, on offense now, you have a chance to break one maybe in the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad.
Heading to the end zone. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock, and it will be your friend. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown.
They gave niggas this game, dog. It's okay.
They're now in really good shape to get back into the
Sorry.
win column as they extend the lead here late.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a two-possession game.
Yeah, we
Guys,
should-
with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all...
Gave them boys that win, man. That's crazy.
Inside his 5.
That's fucking
Nice
crazy.
job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lane.
That's
to
all right.
Stop him at the 16. We'll see
Yeah,
if
they
can
gave
do
it
on
a
this
nigga.
drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Fires and picked off. He'll try to take it back. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. This